All In Sports Network. We love sports.
Okay. The WNBA collective bargaining agreement. Your thoughts?
I don't have any I feel like okay, so here's my thing. This gets political.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I feel like
maybe
it can.
Okay, well, give it.
I mean, within the sports world, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but what I did say about all of these things that have been happening within is that I found out that Collier and Clark's manager are the same.
Oh, okay.
And there's all of this collective bargaining agreement stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think that it affects every single player.
It does.
And I think two really big names like that having the same manager is not smart.
Oh, why?
I think that there could be, I mean, not necessarily are they competing against each other, but they are kind of. I just think it'd be really smart for them to have different managers. But I also want to say that I am not opposed to a strike.
It sounds like that may be
I think
an option than anyone thought.
I think it is something that they definitely have to look into to see if that could be something that will get their attention since they're not listening.
Sophie did point out on her podcast that they are being disrespected as players and that the WNBA, the league, is not even engaging in conversation with them whatsoever. That's how lowly they think.
And that, I don't know if that's necessarily lowly. I think that is a legal thing. I'll be very honest with you. I think that is.
I think it's a tactic, probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not.
Yeah.
There's malicious intent within that, but I also do think that there is a legal factor that they have to be really, really careful about what they say at all about anything that has to do with this, because someone will use it somewhere. And with the way that our world is now with social media and things, you have to just be careful.
Yeah. Well, I'm Kevin. This is my wife, Alexis. We're the Unstable Blues, happy to present All Indiana Sports as part of the All In Sports and Rogue Media Sports Networks.
Yes, welcome back in. The fever season is over. So it is time for us to give our thoughts on what could be a very unpredictable offseason for the WNBA. Let's go all in.
Yes, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports and on Twitter at All Indy Sports. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. This all comes down to proper training and mental capacity. And so Farm Hounds has healthy treats that can help you train your puppies. That's what we love at Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more. So what is your general impression of the Fever's 2025 season?
Chaos. I don't know that there's a better word that comes to mind other than chaos. And somehow it became organized chaos. Stephanie White did a really, really good job. She's going to be ridiculed and criticized for a lot of different things, but I think that she was a very good constant force within the Indiana Fever. And the only reason why these ladies were able to even come together as a team with a rolling tide of injuries that kept happening was Stephanie White. She was the constant, and her staff that she's doing a really good job nurturing and raising up young coaches. Yeah. So I'm really kudos to them and how they are leading well. So
I've heard multiple players talk about how inviting and welcoming the locker room was, and how much of
that makes a huge difference
like
within
a
play.
Family it was, and they were there for each other, which we've seen also with the Pacers. And so credit to Indiana basketball, the way it should be done as a team-oriented from top to bottom, everyone for each other and for the team.
Yeah.
Here are the players that are currently still under contract. Only, and this is league-wide, the only people that will still be under contract are the rookies within the past 4 years.
Okay.
Everyone else has
free game.
Structured their deal or their deals become null and void with the collective bargaining agreement. So, Michaela Timpson, drafted last year. Aaliyah Boston, drafted 3 years ago,
Right.
and then Caitlin Clark drafted 2 years
Yeah.
ago. By the way, did you see the Fever were invited to the Colts game this past week with the Raiders in town, and they all were given their number as their jersey, a Colts jersey. You know who didn't put it on? Caitlin Clark.
Yay.
Chiefs fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Big mistake. Big mistake. Caitlin Clark, if you truly want to be a part of the Indianapolis community,
embrace it.
you
Even
have
if
to-
it's not your favorite. Like, it's okay. It is what it is.
You got to give up the Chiefs. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go away. All right. So they're the only ones still under contract. So, presented by Underdog Fantasy Sports, my question is, who is a must re-sign? Who is a must re-sign? And then now, this is going to get further into it, but we'll start with what player currently on the roster, obviously not on the roster anymore, but played this year, do you want to re-sign?
Kelsey Mitchell.
Okay.
Sophie Cunningham.
Okay.
Lexi Hull.
Lexi Hull. Other than the three that are there.
Bibby.
Okay. I like that. Little stretch big.
Yeah. Oh, she can shoot too. Like,
That's what a stretch is.
I know. I don't know. I mean,
Stretch
like,
the floor, yeah.
No. I mean, like, she's
She's good at it.
She's agile.
Yeah.
She's an agile athlete. I mean, she can shoot the three, meaning she can do everything in between too.
Yep.
Like, I stretched. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She's impressive. Do I get any other choices?
Yeah, I mean, Ari McDonald,
Sydney
Odyssey
Colson.
Sims.
Sydney Colson, I would let go of.
Okay.
To make room for others.
Okay. Natasha Howard.
Ooh. I like Natasha Howard. I like how hard she's worked. I want to keep her. I would keep her. I think the veterans I think they're gonna go further in the playoffs next year. I think they're gonna be a force next year. So
yeah, and she really vocally stepped up.
I think
after the two came out in Game 5, she really stepped up her leadership in the huddles, and you could really tell that came out in her.
Yeah, I think that the Fever is going to have an edge over everybody else, and here's why I think they're going to have an edge over everybody else is because they played like it was playoffs the whole entire year. They had to.
Yeah.
So they have a ton of playoff experience because it's been such a hard struggle and hard season for them. So I think that they're going to go in with a lot of experience and a lot of grit next season. So
I hear you. Well, this segment was brought to you by Underdog Fantasy Sports app. You can guess higher or lower on touchdowns and different scorings and everything like that. Take a look at this from them.
Football's back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play with as little as $1. Download the app today and sign up with promo code COLTS to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code COLTS. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 and up, 19 and up in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 and up, and in Colorado for some games, 21 and up in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and must be present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
Okay, so the next question is, should the Fever target any outside free agents? Keeping in mind that pretty much everyone is available. Do you want a list? I've got a list here. You ready?
sure.
There you go. Like I said, everyone is available. Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Joel Lloyd, Sabrina, Jackie Young. Like all of these players that Kalia Collier, or Copper, Brittany Griner. There's everyone, Kelsey Plum, like Everyone's available. You could have your pick.
I like I like Powers. Yeah, I like Aerial Powers. I do. I like who we've pulled.
To the last question.
Yeah, I like who we've pulled. The reason why I like who we've pulled, and I think that we should stick with a good roster of what we've been working with, is these 4 men have worked really hard. I don't know if that's the strategy that they'll go with. They may want to bring in somebody bigger. I was surprised that they brought Sydney Colson last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I think that was an interesting move. But so that was kind of big money. So I don't know.
You ready for mine?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Don't worry about Natasha Howard. Get Nafisa Collier.
No.
Nafisa Collier,
No.
Aaliyah Boston, and Caitlin Clark
No.
on the same team. You may not even need Kelsey Mitchell either then.
Oof.
I know.
No.
But if you get
She's
Sophie
hard.
back,
You
and I don't
can't.
know if
No,
Lexi's
no.
staying. I don't know if she
Lexi
won't
may
be
not.
offered more money somewhere else
Yeah.
to actually have a bigger role on a team. But I think the
I don't
best
know.
place for her is to stay with the Fever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But she may choose to also go. I mean, her Bay Area has a team now. She
Yeah.
might choose to go with
Yeah.
the upstart.
Yeah,
Valkyries.
absolutely.
They did great. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the WNBA has in addition to the CBA, has an expansion coming up.
Yeah.
Portland Fire and the Toronto Tempo will be entering into the league, and it's the first WNBA
I was thinking
team
about this.
outside the U.S. now.
I was thinking about this. I'm hoping that, I think that it's time for expansion, right? I don't know how you feel. How do you feel about the expansion happening?
Well, I think it's time. I mean,
Okay.
I think that you have to capitalize on the growth of the league and grow the league. And
Yeah. But I don't want to dumb down quality.
No.
You know what I mean? Do we have enough quality?
I think
for
there's
2
plenty of
teams?
quality coming out of college.
Yeah.
And-
Well, I agree with that. I'm
and
not
I
saying
think-
that.
I think one of the big differences when it comes to playoffs between the NBA and WNBA is there's not an East and a West, simply because there aren't enough of the teams of the quality in either the East or the West, and so they just seed them regardless of. And so I think that adds an extra level of intrigue when you have a different conference, an East and a West, like the NBA or AFC, NFC, like the although Liam and I say that we need to do away with the AFC and NFC thing. That's kind of old school.
Yeah, I wondered about that over the years. I'm like, I don't even know if that's. I don't even know.
We have our own double podcast that we did over expansion and where the new NFL teams should land, and how they should stack it. So speaking of stacking, you want to stack sleep nights for your little ones. So Joi Baby Sleep Sacks can help you with your little baby. Click the link in the description for more. So with the expansion draft, you, according to the current CBA, are allowed to protect 6 players from being drafted away from your team.
Yeah.
Temi Fembendele was not protected. That's why she went to the Valkyries from the Fever last year.
Gotcha.
So of the players that you see on the team next year, this is multiple layers of forecasting. Who are the 6 players that you think you would protect if you were in charge of the Fever?
Yeah, I'm going to bounce this right back to you because I am really unsure of, I can tell you why I wouldn't agree with somebody or something, but I don't know. You are noisy.
Oh my.
Charles.
He wants a farmhound's treat.
Oh my.
Yeah, he probably just wants some cheese. So, okay, but the players that I
Yeah.
Well, obviously there's Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
And Aaliyah Boston.
Yep.
And and then the rest is if you sign it. I wouldn't say.
See, you're having trouble too.
Well, it's because there's so many unknowns about who they will get back.
I know. So I don't know. This is a hard question.
This will also reveal who I think they should re-sign. Sophie Cunningham.
Yep.
Aaliyah Boston.
Yep.
Sorry, I said that.
Yep.
So Lexi Hull.
Yep.
And
there's chemistry there with Lexi that I don't know that she's going to get in another team. I will shout that out. Take it for what it's worth, but I am calling this that I think that
Kelsey?
this is. Nope.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
And Nafisa Collier. There you go. I'm already claiming it. I'm already saying it. So There it is. That's my 6. I don't even think you
it's too big of a. I think the egos are too big to be on the same team.
I
am going to tell you that right now.
I hear you, but there you go. That's my 6. I would say Michaela Tempson. She did great. But,
I love her. She's a really sweet. Yeah, I like her.
I understand, but I don't know if she's protect in the expansion worthy.
Gotcha. I can see that. Yeah.
So, going back to the CBA, what are some of the things that you think the players are asking for in the new CBA? Because none of this information is out there. What do you think are some of the top things that the players are asking for? What would you ask for if you were a player in the WNBA?
Money.
Okay, what kind of money? Because there's contract money. There's higher floor of that money. Higher rookie contracts, or so with those talented young ladies, or are you talking about the big thing is revenue sharing of the ticket sales, of the money, the players getting direct compensation for that based on how the league grows. That's, I think, a big talking point for them.
I think money is. I don't know. I think there's a lot of different layers, and I think that honestly, there needs to be packages for the players that are built, okay. and I think that they have to have something that is available to a lot of different circumstances, because we're all coming from different backgrounds, and some of these women are supporting families, like large families, not just their immediate family, but they are supporting a family behind them.
There's usually a reason they got there, and that's because there has been a lot of money poured into their ability to do all of the different leagues and
there's sacrifice and things that the parents have had to do. So anyway,
took them to get there.
Yeah, so I think that all of those things that play into factor in what they're supporting and what charities they're working with and foundations and all of those different things go into it. So I really think that there needs to be packages. There needs to be tiers on what they what they get, what they make, how involved they are. I do think that would be really incredible for them to be able to be given an option to be invested in the league more and have a little bit more say. I think that whether that is a board position, or if that is they have more shares in the company, that they have more say in what's happening and help, how the league is doing things, a little bit more accountability, I say. So anyway, I think that is something that they should be asking for as well. So I don't know. I'm sure there's things that you thought that they should. I don't know.
So then there's a couple different ways to ask the next question. And one is, how will the league respond? The other one is, how should the league respond? And this may be the biggest difference of disparity between these two different thoughts. So
I think how the league responds,
take that how you want it.
I think how the league responds is really important.
Yeah.
I think that there's a few different ways that they can respond to this. And I think that if they respond well from the beginning with it, I think that there is within reason. I think that you do have a bunch of people who are like stomping their feet about things, right? Toddler-esque.
Okay.
And so that's
on which side? Both sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're human flesh, right? That is what it is. So I think that there's give, but I think that they need to make a really thoughtful decisions, and words need to be spoken. Otherwise, it's just going to create more chaos and drama and things like that. Maybe that's what they're wanting also. So that's fun for them. So
my impression from what I've heard is that the league, I think, still thinks that the league is in charge, and
just wait.
And the league can exist with any one player, any multiple players in the league, that they don't need the players nearly as much as I think the actuality of that this needs to be more of like the NBA, where it's a player driven league. You need to pay the players because they run your league. You have to invest in your stars so you can be a star league. If you are not investing in your stars, then you cannot grow your league.
Oh yeah.
And I think the WNBA has not come to grips with that yet, or they're still being okay with the fact that the NBA is paying for them. And somehow they're okay being a second-class citizen, which is an absolutely terrible rhetoric for a women's league
absolutely.
in 2025.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that.
Speaking of a women's league, we wanted to announce that we will be covering the Indy Ignite Major League Volleyball team when their season starts up in January.
I'm so excited.
The brand new merger of the Major League Volleyball and the Pro Volleyball League that were separate. Now they're coming together, and you're a volleyball coach. And so
yes. Well, and I think that McKenna should come on every once in a while and do a podcast.
Yeah, so we're
you guys
gonna
can hear from a player's point of view.
We're gonna do that starting in January. Want to let you guys know that. That's all the time we have for today. Liam and I are going to be back tomorrow with our unstable pick 6 NFL predictions for the week. Then later this week, we'll have our Crimson cutback look at IU football as they have a pretty good big game against top 10 matchup against Oregon this week.
Yep.
And then we will preview the Colts welcoming back a familiar face with Marvin Harrison Jr.
So fun.
Coming to town in Indianapolis.
I have him on my fantasy.
Yeah, had him past tense.
Have him.
You should had him.
Yeah, I had
past
him.
tense.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
He's not doing so hot.
I know.
But this will be his first game ever actually playing in this stadium that his dad played all those games in.
Yeah.
He never played there in high school or college, and didn't even do the combine because he chose not to do. So this will be the first actual activity that he's done there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
This is Alexis.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all Indiana.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.